production music was invented by the Benedictine monks in 529 AD. They scribed music a grueling 18 hours per day and were forbidden to talk. Those are two workplace practices that are still common in production music today. In 790 AD, King Charlemagne wanted to offer high-quality music at affordable prices to users all across the flat world. And the Production Music Association was born. In 800 AD, the Saxons invented retitling of existing songs, which pissed off Charlemagne. And at the massacre at Verdun, King's troops beheaded 4,000 Anglo-Saxons in order to save their souls. 2 years later, Charlemagne accidentally beheaded his PMA executive board, and the production music business went silent for 1,100 years. The birth of radio in 1933 gave production music a new start.
Mom, Dad, come quick! Dad, quick, listen, there's music on the air.
Then the rise of television fueled the fire. But trouble was around the corner in the 1970s, when production music fell in love with the synthesizer.
That can be speeded up till we almost start hearing a plucked string.
Mistaking it for a good alternative to live players. There was only one truly satisfied customer, and he was Purple and Pretend. Oh, thanks for the great sounds, production music. In 1997, a performing rights society threatened to impose a cap on production music royalties. Several production libraries joined forces. And although the first meeting was a little rough, they put aside their differences, and the Modern Production Music Association was created. It's time to buckle up and enjoy the kick-ass PMA music of today.
Welcome to the 7th Annual Mark Awards. Coming to you from the Omni Hotel in downtown Los Angeles. Please put your hands together for last year's Mark Award winner for the best wildcard track called Social Distance, all the way from Cleveland, Ohio, Chris B. Harris, a.k.a. DJ Skrilla.
Social distance, 6 feet, a couple of inches. It ain't over, but you got our attention. We gon' make it cause we are relentless. Ain't got vengeance. Social distance, 6 feet, a couple of inches. It ain't over, but you got our attention.
Hello, production music friends. This is the 2021 Mark Awards. This is a huge night for our global community. I'll be your host this evening. Wait a minute. Why does the teleprompter say I'm the host? That's actually a big typo. I'm not the host.
Keep going, Chris. You got this. The people love you. Keep going, man.
Thanks, John. You said I'd present an award or two. I can't just host, like, out the blue.
It's like, Chris, if you can lie to your mother, you can host the Mark Awards.
All right, first of all, I don't lie to my mother. Do you lie to your mother?
That's a very personal question. you're asking right there. Listen, let me tell you, once you become the Mark Awards host, people assume you're hanging out with Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Tina Fey, exchanging host tips, and it's meant that I have no real friends.
All right, nobody thinks you hang out with Jimmy Kimmel and Tina Fey.
That hurts me.
All right, well, look, there's no need to trick me into this. I'm honored to host, right?
Yeah,
Be
Chris.
honored.
All right. Well, Morgan McKnight tricked me the first year, so welcome to the club. And thank God you'll host, because I spent $600 of the PMA money on this awesome jingle for you.
The new host of the Mark Awards, Chris B. Harris.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like that, right? But we gotta spice that up, add a little beat underneath, you know, that's how we do.
Well then, let's make it official. On behalf of the PMA, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the new host of the Mark Awards, PMA member Chris B. Harris. And John, don't go anywhere, because we have a lot of awards that need to be presented tonight.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, great. Demoted to presenter, it's John Houlihan.
At least I got a jingle when I'm demoted. All right, well, Chris, your opening monologue awaits you, so hit that teleprompter.
All right, let's go. The Mark Awards is named in honor of PMA co-founding member Andy Mark, and this is our 7th annual ceremony. That is pretty amazing. Even though we have limited attendance in this ballroom due to COVID-19, at least some of the production music community members are here in person, which is food for the soul. Tonight, we celebrate this year's incredible accomplishments in production music. We'll honor creative achievements in various genres, amazing placements in mainstream media, and award 2 big legacy honors, the Ambassador Award and the Hall of Fame Award. We've got a lot to celebrate, so let's get to it. Please welcome to the podium the Executive Director of the Production Music Association, Morgan McKnight.
Chris, and welcome to the team. It really is great to be here in person. In the midst of a worldwide pandemic, this production music community just continues to show its strength, its resilience. PMA companies can still get the job done at the highest level no matter where they are working from. Because of this outstanding work, we have finally reached Grammy status, which you will recognize is why our trophies are blank this year. Rest assured, all winners will receive their personalizations, which gives you all plenty of time to send in your edits, last minute as usual. Now, let's rock this first category with a big rock award.
Rock Track of the Year. Fire, Fire, Fire. Slick Danger, Marshall Say, Maxwell Speed, and Giorgio Falcone. APM Music. Rookie Got Moves, Yaroslav Mihalski, Warner Chappell Production Music. And Devil Done Come, Lance Conrad, Black Label.
And the winner is Fire, Fire, Fire.
Accept this award in lieu of our composers and library being here in person. So thank you again for all the support.
The next award is a favorite genre within the PMA because of the excellent musicianship and production quality. This year's nominees for Jazz Track of the Year are
Jazz Track of the Year. Cool Cat Swing Walk, Michael Vokezer, Cost Mine Production Music. You're Gonna Shine, Scott Dente, Ken Lewis, and Jason Webb, Bigger Story Music. And Esplanade, Chris Walden, Glenglabi Production Music.
And the winner is Esplanade.
Thank you very much. I'm a little bit overwhelmed. I didn't expect this. As production music is something that I've been involved with for the past 30 years almost. But it was something that I always did sort of in between jobs, since it's not my main job. But nevertheless, I value that this music is being honored with this night. And I'm very grateful to, I want to thank Martin and everybody at Klanglabi who gave me the opportunity to write music for their catalog. And, but the most gratitude I want to express to my musicians that not only on this project, but all of my projects lend their talent, including my wife who played violin on this track that you just heard. So thank you. Thank you so much.
If a PMA member library lands an on-air promo, it can be a game changer for the band or the composer. Let's look at these excellent nominees.
Best use in an on-air promo.
You can find the real you.
Maybe breakdancer.
The Big Swing Reimagined. Ryan Huntley Andrews, Pitch Hammer Music.
Settling my disputes with dance.
The challenge to cuddle.
Prima Donna, Paul Honey, Inspired.
You willingly enter my imperial land. You honor me.
And Through the Darkness, William Werwath, Video Helper.
And the winner is The Big Swing Reimagined.
Is this heaven?
No.
Is it H-E double hockey sticks?
Hell, hell, hell.
Quiet Coyote.
I gotta get back to my body.
Why? Earth is boring.
It does not look like we have Ryan here, anybody from the Pitch Hammer team, so I will accept on behalf of them, and congratulations to Pitch Hammer and Ryan.
Just so you all know the protocol tonight, we are double vaxxed, triple vaxxed, and Morgan as well. And we just passed tests moments ago and PCR tests days ago. So that's why we are not wearing masks, and we are going to be the only presenters tonight, just because we want to mitigate the risk of our normal procedure, which is to have a green room full of PMA, big shots speaking about themselves and super spreading. So we're just going to put a pin in all that, and that's the approach tonight.
And that's a smart approach from a health perspective. But is it a smart approach from a Chris perspective? You waited till the show started to tell me that I'm hosting, and now you're telling me I'm presenting a bunch of awards, which I'm not really feeling. But
you're a team player.
I checked our Zoom call from September, and I got a little evidence for you. Tech team, roll that footage.
When you get to LA, just touch base, and I will see you at the Marquis.
All right, and just 1 or 2 awards, right?
Just 1 or 2 awards-ish. Yeah, I say ish because it's not set. Things are still a little fluid.
First of all, Who are you, the Richard Nixon of PMA members recording all your meetings?
Yeah, I'm happy to be here, but I'm just saying.
Okay, touche. All right, well, you're making me a little tense. So let's go to the first category, which is suspense and tension. And the nominees are...
Suspense, tension, track of the year. Born Down Quick, Landon Scott Knobloch, 4 Elements Music. Entropy, Arvid Salidas, Divergence Music. And Ominous Obscure Pulses, Dolph Albright, Cosmine Production Music.
All right. And the winner is Cosmine Production Music, Ominous Obscure Pulses.
Warner Chapel Production Music to be accepting this on behalf of Cosmind, whom we represent. And congratulations, Antia, Frank, and the composer, Dolph Albright. We wish you could be here with us. We know you would if you could. So, thank you.
And thank you, PMA. And I just gotta say, it's great to see people's faces and not on a screen.
Country music is, the PMA libraries, one of their biggest genres actually. It's exploded here. And these tracks are gonna show you exactly why. So, let's take a look.
Country Track of the Year. Brand New Cowboy, Courtney M. Mosley, Jeff Mount, Justin Tremine Robertson, Milo Mount, Stephen Walton, and Terry McNeil Wilson. Universal Production Music. Messiah, Mark J. Lonsway, Justin Ostrander, and David Michael Dorn. Warner Chapel Production Music. And Midnight Train, Ben Summers, Brian Wickland, Benjamin W. Winship, and John Q. Lowell. The home of Happy, BMG Production Music.
And the winner is Brand New Cowboy.
Christina's too shy to speak.
All right.
And so I was going to cover for her, but like, it's yours. You
sure?
worked on it, not me.
So I just ended a 20-year career at Universal Publishing Production Music this spring. This was a track that I worked on last year. What I'd like to say is that this track came about through old school A&R and through contacts and relationships with people that I care about and with composers that I care about. And they did great work for me because I cared about them. And so that's how this happened. So I want to say thank you to Jeff Mount and his whole crew.
Thank you to the PMA for acknowledging the work as well. Thanks.
Now, I've heard some phenomenal reggae music at the PMA libraries.
Yeah, I think before next year's awards, we need a research trip to Jamaica.
Can we do that?
As long as we give them receipts to Morgan McKnight and no one smokes them up before we get home, we could do that. So the nominees for Reggae Track of the Year are...
Reggae Track of the Year. Paradise, Gil Sharon, Ronnie Sharon, and Ilan Aviatius, 5 Alarm Music.
Like the ocean.
Calypso Crazy, Dan McNamara, 101 Music Party Limited. And Welcome to the future. Max Bronco, Victor Laszlo, Callum Melville, and Luke Melville. APM Music.
Yeah, good tracks. And the winner is Welcome to the Future, Sonotone Vanguard APM Music.
Welcome to the future. Welcome to the future. Yeah. Welcome to the future. Yeah. Welcome to the future.
Managed not to lose my shoe that time. Thank you on behalf of Sonotone, which is the library APM is proud to represent. And again, thank you very much.
Edwina and Travis Chin, one of the best creative searchers I could ever call for any library. Just crushes the game every time I ask her for help.
Now, we all know news promos really know how to grab your attention these days, and PMA libraries are providing the riveting music. So, the news promo nominees are?
Best use in a news promo. Hang with Us, Devin Powers, Luke Shredsa, Simon J., and Isaiah Blas. Powers Music Group.
A new era in America as Joe Biden.
Unknown Powers, William Warwath, Video Helper.
The vaccine effort picks up.
Where are the majority of those doses?
NBC Nightly News.
And
Together, we
Never Felt So Strong, Kelly McCullough and Charlie Wallace, Video Helper.
Starts now. We are going to unite together.
Time has come to turn the page.
And the winner is Never Felt So Strong, Video Helper.
Together, we have built a movement.
We choose hope over fear.
We kept fighting.
Our work starts now. We are going to unite together.
Time has come.
I guess stuff happened last year. So Kelly and Candace killed it. I will give this award to them. They're fantastic. Thanks to the PMA, and glad to see all of you guys here.
All right, now we're going to move on to the Ambassador Award, and I'd like to introduce Cassie Lord, who we all know and love.
Hi, everybody. It's so nice to see all your faces. It's my honor and my pleasure to speak on behalf of the PMA in honoring Allison Schneider. I've known Allison for way over 20 years and have watched her career grow. As you see in this video, her love for music is sincere. Her passion for composers and publishers is worth the honor. She has been an advocate for the PMA when networks were trying to encroach on our publishing performance earnings. She stood up. She's been an advocate working to get more female composers opportunities in television. She's hired many composers for television shows and has been responsible for keeping sync licensing fees for our industry healthy. She's a trailblazer in the corporate world where not many women have succeeded, always speaking her truth and maintaining a fair and equitable mindset. She's truly been an ambassador for the production music community, giving her time, support to our panels and events, although she has a very crazy, heavy, pressure, time-consuming job. And most of all, she's been an amazing working mom. I know I got to mentor her daughter, Marin, as an intern. Greatness is not measured by all the accolades we gather or the money and positions we obtain. It's all the small moments and decisions and choices that we make that affect others that show our true heart and character. It's not by mistake that Allison has obtained this greatness and completely deserves this Ambassador Award. Please join me in watching this video honoring Allison Schneider.
Allison Catron was born in Las Vegas shortly after her family had relocated from Kansas City, Missouri. Allison's father taught hotel management at UNLV briefly before relocating the family once again to San Diego, California, which would remain Allison's home for the next 12 years and serve as the backdrop for her developing love for music. As the youngest of 4 children, Allison displayed her precocious taste in music by insisting that Mason Williams' Classical Gas be played on the 8-track on every family drive. But it was in 1982 that Allison's musical interest took a permanent turn with the discovery of Ivo Watts Russell's boutique record label, 4AD. 4AD's roster transformed her love for music and resulted in her immersion into the goth music subculture of the early 80s. During her high school years, Allison wrote concert reviews for the school newspaper and sang in local garage bands. In her senior year, Allison landed a primetime guest DJ spot on San Diego's flagship FM radio station 91X. She'd gotten the gig by catching the eye of programmer and DJ Pam Wolf, who had read Allison's proposal for what she would play if given an opportunity to take over the airwaves. It was In Excess, Ice House, Cocteau Twins, and Killing Joke for 2 hours.
You're listening to 91X with The Great Unknown. My name is Allison Catron, and hopefully at the end of these 2 hours, I won't be that unknown to you anymore. You just heard Say You're Sorry from Ministry, along with...
Determined to either become a rock star or at the very least work in the music business, Allison knew that LA was the best place to go while allowing her to remain close to her family. Allison was drawn to Loyola Marymount University because of Loyola's radio station KXLU, which had gained a national reputation showcasing obscure, non-commercial rock and jazz music. After being named music director for Loyola's AM station, KLMU, she was moved up to her own show on KXLU FM, becoming a regular DJ, starting with the awful 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. slot.
KXLU Los Angeles, that's a band called Creatures, and their song Standing There. Camper Van Beethoven by request with I Fatima. My name is Allison, and I'm here with you until 6 a.m. If you have a request, give me a call at 642.
While at LMU, Allison resumed writing concert reviews for the Loyolan, while also seeking internship opportunities. Her first opportunity came in the fall of '89 with Elektra Entertainment in the radio promotion division. From there, she added the Entertainment Report and a part-time job with Evan Greenspan compiling cue sheets for its Showtime at the Apollo and Star Search. It was there that she met Cindy Bedell Slaughter, who would end up laying the foundation for Allison's career. As graduation loomed, Cindy called Jennifer Jesperson at Warner Special Products and suggested she meet with Allison for an open assistant position. They hit it off, and Allison spent just shy of 3 years at Warner's learning the fundamentals of music licensing and pitching. When she heard that Martha Hanrahan at NBC was looking to fill a position, Allison jumped on it. In her new role at NBC, she compiled promo reports for the PROs and managed the in-house music library. As the music librarian at NBC, Allison established long-enduring friendships with music libraries. When the network created its own in-house music library, Perfect Scores, Allison found herself on the other side of the booth at Promax in Washington, D.C., Toronto, and Chicago. A year into her role at NBC, Allison had become an invaluable music resource for producers looking to find music. She recognized that there was a real need for someone to focus their attention on providing that service. Music supervision was virtually non-existent in television at the time, but Allison had the foresight to make a pitch to the head of NBC Studios production for a screen credit on her shows, so she could establish herself within the industry. The music supervisor credit was, and still remains, the only production scripted credit permitted at NBC Universal for staff employees. Over the years, Allison's role has evolved from music librarian to senior vice president, head of music creative for NBC Universal Television. Her oversight currently includes the 4 studios under Universal Studio Group, Peacock, TV soundtracks, promos and marketing for sports, Olympics, and NBC Universal's TV networks. She still music supervises occasionally, but over time she was able to build one of the best teams in the business. Allison has traveled all over the world speaking on panels and remains a fan and advocate of the production music industry. She is committed to making a part of her legacy one that protects the value of music and strives to make sure that all music creation and personnel are compensated fairly. She has also embraced her role as a mentor to the next generation of music leaders and finds immense joy in sharing her experiences and advice. In Allison's own words,
my biggest accomplishment has been spending the last 18 years raising my beautiful daughter, Marin. As a single mom since Marin was 3, I've built my career with Marin by my side, oftentimes receiving special permission for her to attend industry functions as my date. As Marin begins her next phase at UCLA, I'm entering my own and looking forward to all of the adventures still to come with my partner composer Ben Eschbach and our cats Guinness and Fez.
Voted unanimously by all of us, Allison, we love and appreciate and thank you for all you've done for our community. Let's hear it for a truly great ambassador. Come on up, Allison.
Thank you. Wow, I have actually seen that video before, but this time it made me cry. But it was the first time Marin's seen it, so it was more fun to kind of watch her reaction. They asked me if I wanted to put this on the teleprompter, and I said no, because first of all, it wasn't finished. And second, I wanted to make this more personal, but I'm still gonna read it. So somehow it's more personal if I'm reading it as opposed to reading it there. Thank you so much for that major trip down memory lane. Thank you also for giving me the opportunity to get dressed. I know this is like an old joke at this point, but the makeup is exhausting. The dress I know is a bit much, but I actually have not gotten an opportunity to dress up for like 18 months, so it was exciting. This is gonna be short, by the way, just so you know, because I know you had to sit through like 6 minutes of that, so this is gonna be super short. But I'm gonna read. So I'm really incredibly honored that you've chosen to give me this award. I do think I'm still 28 years old, so this has been a horrific wake-up call. And when Cassie called, I was like, wait a minute, and I had to kind of think about how old I am. It's like, okay, but I'm not that old. But this is awesome. So I'm under 55, I'll tell you that. I'm not close to 55, I'm close to the other end. And I started NBC when I was a little tyke, but thank you. I have so many fond memories in my early days, getting to know many of you. We bonded over extremely expensive dinners and copious amounts of alcohol at Promax and Meedem. You saw a lot of the pictures from different adventures that we all had together. I feel like so many of you are some of my most cherished friends, which is why this is even more important to me. Also in this room, besides my PMA family, is my NBC Universal TV music family over there at that table. You can wave if you want. We got Carrie and Eddie and Oliver and Morgan and Marcus and Molly and Stacy and Charlie, and the fact that they came out in this pandemic to show up just means the world to me. So thank you so much, guys. I love you. And basically, if I didn't have you, if I didn't have a sense of family, my job would suck, and I probably wouldn't be doing it anymore. So I appreciate you so much, and your sense of humor. My other family is obviously also here. My beautiful daughter, Marin, who I was not social at the cocktail hour because I was desperately watching her movement in a car from UCLA, trying to get here in traffic on time. My better half, Ben, and our friend Jeff, who came all the way down from Portland. So thank you, Jeff. And now I'm gonna really read. So I think the video best summed up my path towards this podium, but I do wanna reiterate my own gratitude to all of you for trusting me to support your businesses and for believing that I've spent my many years at NBCU advocating on your behalf, and championing your artistry and livelihood, even when the external perception erroneously said otherwise. You listened and observed, and you have now allowed me to stand before you to accept this amazing Ambassador Award. This is so incredibly awesome, and I can't wait to see what we all do together next. Thank you.
Y'all, let's hear it one more time for Allison, y'all. Now, Morgan, this is one of my favorite categories, Best Cover Art. As a recording artist myself, I know how important it is to have great album covers.
It's very true, and all of you in here have some really great ones. The nominees for Best Cover Art this year are
Best Cover Art. Too Dark, Too Quirky. Anthony Gobile, 5 Alarm Music. Maze of Sounds. Janko Nilovich and the Soul Surfers. Sonar Production Music. And Human Shine. Timing Devices, Frozen Pings, and Metal Motions. Ryo Ishido, Powers Music Group.
And the winner is Human Shine, Powers Music Group.
Wow, this is so amazing. Thank you to the PMA and Mark Awards and everyone that made this happen. We're accepting this on behalf of Ryo and production music and all of the albums that we do. So thank you, and on behalf of Powers Music Group, thank you so much.
This is Carly, our VP, and I wanted to get her up in front of all of you so you might meet her and know who she is. Also, Allison, yeah, awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks to the Mark Awards. This is a great honor, and yeah, it is really great seeing people out. Thanks.
All right, the next category, Child's Play.
Yeah, literally. It's the Children's Promo Award. Here we go.
Best Use in a Children's Program Promo.
It doesn't have a name.
Loaded for Action. Julian Lee. Warner Chappell Production Music.
Nobody told us. 3, 2.
And Drum Frenzy. James P. Wilson. West One Music Group.
I like those odds.
And the winner is Drum Frenzy, West One Music Group.
Show them what we got. I like those odds. Anything else? Wonderful. Taste it and enjoy.
All right. Thank you very much to the PMA for this award. We accept this, Sam and I, on behalf of Nathan Hilton, particularly, who was the producer on this, and to James, the composer back in the UK, who are both officially stranded and couldn't make it today. Anyway, thank you all. Thanks to the PMA.
Morgan, I don't know about you, but I love me some movie trailers.
Same here. And the teleprompter says cat videos, but dog videos, really dog videos.
Yeah, dog videos.
Yeah.
Movie trailers are where production music really shines. So let's see the nominees.
Best Use in a Movie Trailer. Time is running out. Johan Johansson and Eric Tannery. Score Reborn. Music.Film. BMG Production Music.
Things probably changed.
Mental Shift. Landon Scott Knobloch.
Still got a cut.
Archetype.
Yeah. Not that much has changed then, huh?
And Pulsero Ascending. William Richter Patrick, Shan Lin, and Robert Leslie Bennett. Warner Chappell Production Music.
I'm right here. He was 6 years old this morning.
And the winner is Mental Shift.
Things probably changed a lot since you left. Still got to catch him, right? Yeah. Not that much has changed then, huh? I can assure you all we are taking a 24/7 all-hands-on-deck approach to these cases. Guys are shocked.
On behalf of Landon and the Archetype team, I'm happy to accept this award on their behalf, and congratulations to them.
How's the trunk spit?
Latin music has seen incredible growth in production music, and you're about to hear why.
Here are the nominees.
Latin Track of the Year. Se Fue, Norbert Galuo, Jose Miguel Ortegon Tovar, and Francisco Smith Angulo. Sezam Music Agency. Sabiduria, Juan D. Valencia Venegas, West One Music Group. And Bailando, Viviendo, Cantando, Raul de Moral, and Carlos Navalone. Cerro Music.
And the winner is Sabidura, I'm not pronouncing that right, West One Music Group.
Hoy me da una triste sabiduría que nunca sabes el valor de lo que tienes hasta que desaparece sin previo aviso, con tristeza y con dolor.
Thank you to the PMA for this award. Obviously, this is not really for us. This is for Juancho Valencia, the composer, and for Felipe, the producer. This was recorded in Cuba as kind of authentically as possible, and we're very proud of this, so very happy that it's won. So congrats to the producers and the composers, and this one's for you guys. Thank you.
Housekeeping note, like literally, not even, I know we joke a lot. Something funky up here, there's a piece of fabric on the stage, so if you are lucky enough to win a Mark Award, be careful up here. Okay, criminals are getting very creative these days, and if you don't believe me, just scroll through your Nextdoor app. I had to get off the Nextdoor app because it was buzzing in my pocket too much. But thankfully, composers in the PMA are getting even more creative, so let's look at the nominees. Best
Crime Investigative Track of the Year. Elegant Murder, Joseph Saba and Stuart Winter. Video Helper. One Last Job, Holly Gray. The Home of Happy, BMG Production Music. And The Man from Monte Carlo, Daniel Amazig and Jan Kornovitz. Perigo.
All right, and the winner is The Man from Monte Carlo, Perigo.
Thank you so much. I'm accepting this on behalf of Perigo and Guillaume, and he wanted me to thank the PMA, the composers, and all of his wonderful self-publishers around the world. Congrats, Perigo. Thank you.
Okay, the nominees in this next category, they used to be on the fringe of our business. They were like these lunatics who were yelling like, there's a war coming, there's a war coming. We didn't know what they were doing. But now, online digital promos are like front and center, and they knew the streaming wars were coming. So here are the nominees.
Best use in an online digital OTT VOD promo. Illegals, Johan Johansson and Eric Tannery. Score Reborn, Music.Film, BMG Production Music. Solace, Dean Valentine, Immediate Music Premium Plus.
She's become a friend.
Her name is Jane Russell.
And Celestial Glow, Paul Honey, Inspired.
All right, before I announce this winner, I have an update on the stage. There are little blocks, and you know how at home when that sheet won't stay on the one corner of your bed and you're always shoving it down? I'm gonna try to shove it down, but there's a little bit of a bunch up going on stage here. Okay, so be careful. Anyway, and the winner is Solace, Dean Valentine, Immediate Music, BMG Production Music.
So what's the latest on the street? Your neighbor, she's become a friend.
Her name is Jane Russell. Do you want to go outside? You know, I have a shrink of my own.
Thank you so much. Thank you to the PMA. Thank you to BMG Production Music. This award goes to Dean Valentine, our amazing composer, and I'm sure he's going to be really excited. Thanks.
All right, I do have to note just the way that NPR will tell you who their advertisers are. I was the music supervisor for Woman in the Window that spot was for, so that was kind of cool that won. So, okay. Folk music in the PMA libraries has grown from really traditional sounds to this new, modern, riveting type of sound and new modern artists. So let's take a look at this year's nominees.
Folk Track of the Year. Fire in the Rain, Dmitry Yordanov. Warner Chappell Production Music. Co-Pilot, Samuel Grace, Stephen Ruckelman, and Garen Gayikian. 5 Alarm Music. And See It Gone, Lance Conrad, Black Label.
Okay, the folk track of the year is See It Gone, Black Label. That's a great song. See It Gone.
Now hold on, little honey, hold on. You were gone for a minute, you were gone. Out of my sight.
Thanks much. This is Lance. He wrote the track and Black Labels. So you want to say anything?
I want to thank Ken. He's been not only a great mentor, and he's actually the one that introduced me to what production music is. I had no idea. So I owe everything to him. He's also an incredible friend. And I'm honored to be here. So thank you so much to the PMA, and thank you, everybody.
All right. Before we move to the next award category, I want to say that 100% of the music you hear tonight, the walk-on music, everything about the music tonight is all from the PMA libraries. So give yourselves a round of applause. So, okay.
New host of the Mark Awards, Crispy Harris.
All right. That's like getting the hook in vaudeville. That's like getting a big hook.
I really like that jingle, I'm not gonna lie. But this week, the PMA's annual Production Music Conference is in full swing in a safe hybrid approach with some in-person events and some virtual events. We'd like to thank everyone involved in this year's event and really for making this conference such a success. So give yourselves a round of applause, y'all. And now, please take a look at this video of categories that have been previously awarded.
Here are the winners of the following awards. Best Use in Reality TV Program Promo. Hang With Us. Devin Powers, Luke Shredsa, Simon J., and Isaiah Blas. Powers Music Group.
Hey, I'm Ringo, along with Paul, John, and George. And on behalf of the band, I'd like to give a sincere thanks to the Academy for the Grammy for Song of the Year for Hang With Us. Seriously, thanks to everyone who voted for us for Hang With Us this year. The Mark Award win tonight means a lot to us, and thanks to everyone at the Powers Music Group, Big Vox Records, Synops, Trailer Music Team.
We'd also like to thank Don Soler over at ABC for giving us this opportunity.
And Pierre DeCecco at Disney.
And congrats to all the winners and nominees. You guys have a great night.
And remember, come together. Come together.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Wash your hands.
Best Use in a Scripted TV Series. Who's That Cool Cat? Steve Martin and Henrik Vikström. Addictive Tracks. BMG Production Music.
Hi, my name's Steve Martin, and I'm one of the composers of Who's That Cool Cat, which has just won a prize, which we're delighted about. And this is my co-composer.
Hello, this is Henrik Vikström, and I'm really grateful to have collaborated with Steve and Addictive Tracks in this fun project and won an award. Wow, fantastic.
Exactly. Well, a special thanks to the PMA for organising this, and our great friends at BMG Production Music, the whole team there that support us so well all around the world. David at V Musica, and then of course Netflix that have put out this wonderful series. Anyway, thank you very much. We're delighted.
Best Use in a Feature Film. Learning the Hard Way, MCM. Zachary James Petrini. Midcoast Music, care of Warner Chappell Production Music.
One of us is holding our breath.
Thank you from Midcoast Music. Hello to all our production music friends all around the world. Hope everyone's doing great. Special thanks to Zach Pietrini and his band for writing the song Learning the Hard Way. I'd like to say hello.
Hey guys, just wanted to thank Jeffrey Kurz of Bell City Pictures for using Learning the Hard Way in Deep Woods. Thanks to Midcoast Music for their catalog artist songs, Eric, Mike, Dan, John, and Leroy for playing on the track, and my wife and kids for their support. Thanks, y'all.
Hi, I'm Jeff Kurz, the producer of Deep Woods, and I want to thank the Production Music Association for this award. I'd also like to thank Chris Hansen at Midcoast Music and Warner Chappell for being so easy to work with in licensing this song, and most important, Zach Pietrini for letting us use his amazing song. Thank you so much.
Attended a service. Best Use in a Documentary Film Series. Lowlands Fog Descends. Sophie Purnell. London Sync Limited.
You feel you want to go back?
Thank you so much. This is my first award in the industry, and I'm really grateful for my music to be recognised in such a hard-hitting and sensitive documentary. Thank you, PMA and Mark Awards, for hearing and appreciating our work. And I want to say a huge thank you to the London Sync team, Lucas and Stefan. It was great working on this track with you, and thank you again so much for the opportunity.
Absolute pleasure, Sophie. And as you say, it really is such an honour to be recognised for our work by the PMA and the Mark Awards, and to be part of such a powerful and emotional documentary in the first place. As a music agency, unearthing fresh talent is one of the highlights of our job, and Sophie absolutely falls into that category. She is already an exciting and innovative artist, and this really is a well-deserved win for her music. I've no doubt she has a very bright future ahead of her. I'd also like to thank Stefan Fletcher, my colleague, for all of his help with London Sync over the years. And once again, a huge, huge thanks to the PMA for this awards, and congratulations to all the other finalists tonight too.
Best Use in a Holiday Seasonal Promo. Ice Glass Bones, Joseph Saba, and Stuart Winter, Video Helper.
Hi everyone. First of all, thanks to Hulu and the PMA. I'm incredibly grateful to receive this award. Next, I'd like to thank all of our folks back at Video Helper. Behind every composition is an entire team of people dedicated to making sure that the right people can find the music and use it properly. And I'd also like to acknowledge everyone behind the Mark Awards for working so hard, not only to put on a great show, but also for providing our community with a space where we can celebrate all of the incredible work being done around our community. Without the legions of these ceremonies, and it looks like that one paid off. Good night.
Before we get to this next award, there is a do or die Dodgers game going on. So if anyone doesn't want a spoiler alert, cover your ears right now. It's 1-1 in the bottom of the fourth. JT just hit a home run. So. All right. I do have to say, Chris is doing a great job as host.
I think so too. Finally, we have a real host.
What? Roasted.
Let's get into our next category instead. Here are the nominees for Indie Alternative Pop Track of the Year.
Indie Alternative Pop Track of the Year. I Know Where I Belong. Celine Vanderwalt, Benjamin Zachary, and Michael Talmy. Strike Audio. Movie Star. Chris Jones, Video Helper. And I Woke Up Like This. Matthew Todd Naylor, Leslie Pierce, and Christy Vaughn at the studios. BMG Production Music.
And the winner is I Woke Up Like This at the studios. BMG Production Music.
Much. Thank you to the PMA and to the whole team at BMG Production Music, who really, it's the whole team that makes something like this happen. And of course, to the writers and the artists, to Matt and to Sonny and Christy for the wonderful song that they wrote. So thank you on their behalf.
This next round, nominees would feel at home on KROQ or any alt-rock station. Let's check them out.
Indie Alternative Rock Track of the Year. Breathe Your Fire, Alistair Hetherington and Jamie Frazier. The Home of Happy, BMG Production Music. We Got More, Patrick Aiden McManus, Beats Bakery. And Leave It on the Line, Jesse Siebenberg, 5 Alarm Music.
And the winner is Breathe Your Fire.
Thanks to the catalog. Super happy that we represent them as BMG Production Music. Awesome catalog, and just great we can appreciate collecting this award for them. Thanks to the label, and thanks to the composers for writing the song. Thanks.
This next award is super exciting, not just because it's brand new, but because this is my favorite thing to watch on TV.
All right, sports events are big business these days, and it's really good to see PMA libraries getting in on that action.
The nominees are
Best Use in a Live Sports Event Promo. Subterranea, Mark Greenwood. The Vault by Stephen Arnold Music.
And also what's to come.
Dígalo Cantando, Saul Guanipa, Video Helper.
I'm the unexplainable.
And
coming to a close.
Everfall, Joseph Saba and Stuart Winter, Video Helper.
Dominance. long shot surprises, and tracks that turn.
Okay, and the winner is Tagalog Cantando Sol Goripa, Video Helper.
I am tradition, and also what's to come. I'm the one that arrived first, and what came next. I'm that unexplainable passion.
All right, this one is for Saul. He did a fantastic job. This should also be for NASCAR for looking beyond the usual choices in their music. So thanks to them as well, and thanks again. All right.
Well, I probably shouldn't play favorites, but this video game trailer award is one of our biggies.
Indeed. It's awesome to see that the big gaming companies, when there's hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars on the line, trust the PMA music for their spots. And the nominees are
Best Use in a Video Game Trailer.
Of legends.
Between Bullets, Eric Alexander Tannery, Jeffrey Feynman, and Yoav Gorin. Immediate Music Premium Plus. Age of Gods, Christopher James Hearn, Warner Chappell Production Music.
You willingly enter my imperial land.
And Get Ready Player One, Demetris Mann, West One Music Group.
And the winner is Get Ready Player One, Demetris Mann.
Thank you, PMA. Thank you, West One. And thank you to my beautiful wife who puts up with me. Thank you, guys.
All right, as you can see from the awards table, we're in the home stretch of categories here. So let's take a look at the next set of nominees, which are stellar ambient tracks that have vibe to burn. Let's roll it.
Ambient Track of the Year. Small Hands, Sia Lane Spence and Martin Havid, Suro Music. Invectus, Devin Powers and Jonathan Wilson, Powers Music Group. And Think Through, Devin Powers and Michael H. Lee, Powers Music Group.
And the winner is Think Through, Powers Music Group.
Second time's a charm, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if we can get the speech out this time. We'd like to thank the PMA and the Mark Awards again for such a wonderful award, and Michael H. Lee will be thrilled to accept such an award. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody at the PMA. Thank you.
Now, dance and electronic tracks have been a staple of the production music libraries for decades. If there's a party scene, the PMA and myself will be there. Let's check them out.
Dance Electronic Track of the Year. Lost Control, Andriy Tatarinov, Universal Production Music. Wild, Louis Martin, Jacques Roger Horhan, and Quentin Marie Pierre Travad, Montmorency Records, Mima. And Now or Never, The Half Side, Super Pitch.
And the winner is Lost Control Universal Production Music.
I'm going to accept this award on behalf of my really good friend and colleague, Luke Spry, and UPM, of course, so thank you.
Now, I have a lot of respect for the next group of nominees because they're competing with the best hip-hop artists in the world and truly holding their own and holding it down. Here are the nominees for Best Hip Hop.
Hip Hop Track of the Year. La You, Charles Stevens III and Sierra Lynette Flowers, Warner Chappell Production Music. Gotta Go Up, Jason Turnbull, Danielle Jones, and Augustus McNair Jr. Appears Next, BMG Production Music. And On a Wave, Eric J. Brunius, Ramsey Ferris, and Ian R. McGurr, West One Music Group.
And the winner is Gotta Go Up, Appears Next, BMG Production Music.
Next, yeah. I probably got the most features in the city right now. Who wanna contest? Yeah. Everybody knows that I'm bullseye when it comes to this. My pen don't miss. Yeah. I know that I am the dopest shit. Everybody need a fix. Look, put it on the track, look like you saying. All these hits need a bad Bruce Wayne. Everybody with me, 2 feet solid. Can't stand with it 'cause you must be lame.
Well, thank you very much again to the PMA and to everybody at BMG Production Music, and to our artist Tai Lin, who wrote this track along with her co-writers, and did a wonderful job again. So thank you.
And now, here to present the 2021 Hall of Fame Award, please welcome PMA board member and Emmy Award-winning composer, Mr. Joel Goodman.
That's the sound I want every time I come up to the podium. I hope I didn't embarrass anybody by saying that. And I can't see anyone. Boy, these lights are really bright. I hope you all know Doug Wood. And yeah. And if you don't know him, I hope after tonight you'll want to seek him out and get to know him. I was first introduced to Doug by, oh gosh, this goes back a long way. I was in this band, and this guitar player, who also happens to play violin, we're talking about, like, what are you doing? He's like, yeah, I'm writing all this library music. I'm like, what's library music? And he starts telling me about it. He says, yeah, call Doug Wood. So I called Doug Wood. That was a long, long time ago. We're not going to put a year on it right now, but it was a really long time ago. And Doug was great. He called me up. Well, actually, I called him. It's where I learned to tell somebody else to say, yeah, tell him I'm in a session. Because every time I called, that's what the woman told me. Yeah, Doug's in a session, can't talk. But ultimately, I did get him on the phone, and he was great. He just shared with me, what he knew about the business, and sent me some of the recordings that he had done with his company, Omni Music. And inside of that was a pamphlet about an organization he was starting called the Professional Composers of America. And even at that time, he was interested in getting the word out about what we need to know as composers and publishers in creating a life in this business, and the rights and the various things we need to fight for and to keep in place. He was certainly thinking about it back then. And then somewhere along the way in the 90s, a rather historic thing happened. Somebody from the production music world was elected to the ASCAP Board of Directors. And that was, at the time, a really, really big thing. I hope I'm not giving anything away, but I think when Doug came into the boardroom that first time, it was probably pretty chilly in there for him. And he's been on the board now 22 years. And this is a guy who shows up at every single board meeting, who goes to the court when ASCAP is fighting a case. So usually the only board member who would go, whether it's from the composer's side or the publisher's side. I don't know anyone who's worked harder at fighting for music rights for everybody, not just production music, but every songwriter, every lyricist, every publisher. He goes to DC, he engages with everyone. There's no one more deserving of this award, and I'm just honored to introduce him. So now let's take a look at the amazing life of my good friend, Doug Wood.
Doug Wood was born into a musical family, studying piano when he was 4, then moving on to guitar at age 7. He started his first band at 10, teaching 3 of his friends how to play drums, bass, and rhythm guitar, respectively, and teaching them songs like the Rolling Stones' Susie Q, Route 66, and Satisfaction. In high school, Doug's mixed-race band, The Best of Both Worlds, won the Long Island Battle of the Bands with a 5-part vocal a cappella version of Leonard Bernstein's There's a Place for Us from West Side Story. They even beat out a band who set their equipment on fire. Doug studied oboe at Ithaca College, then transferred to Manhattan School of Music, where he studied composition and volunteered in the recording department, learning the basics of professional audio recording. In 1971, Doug married longtime friend and flautist Patty Joyce. Doug had decided he wanted to write music for film and television, but didn't have an actual job. So Patty's father hired Doug as a sound man and music editor for his film company, which was making films for IBM, Grumman Aerospace, and the EPA. Doug was given a stack of 1/4-inch tapes and told, "This is the music we use for our films." It turned out to be music from the great British libraries KPM, Conroy, and others. Doug was completely intrigued. It was a whole world of music he didn't know anything about. For several years, Doug edited this music, learning how music worked with film and how clients, not musicians, hear music. In the mid-1970s, Doug bought one of the very first consumer multi-track recorders and began creating music for some of these films, playing all the instruments needed. One day, a voiceover actor asked him what he was doing with the music. "People will pay you to use that same music in their films," he said. The light bulb went off. Doug and Patty founded Omni Music in 1975, issuing 5 LPs of Doug's original music. Patty did the selling, visiting music houses in New York City and convincing them that Omni had great music and great customer service. They were in the right place at the right time with the right music, and the business took off. In the mid-1990s, Doug was hearing his music all over television, but not being paid by ASCAP. He decided to file a formal protest at ASCAP to force the PRO to find ways to pay for music they couldn't easily identify. Instead of asking for a cash settlement, Doug insisted that ASCAP fix the problem. He sent copies of the protest to all his production music competitors, figuring they had the same problem. Doug won the protest, and reluctantly, ASCAP began to distribute tapes of unidentified performances to all the production music libraries. Hundreds of claims were made, and library publishers and writers collected hundreds of thousands of dollars in royalties that belonged to them.
You've got to have a strong advocate that's going to have your back and your front and be out there, really fighting for you.
In 1999, at the urging of Doug's longtime friend Norman Chesky, Doug collected enough signatures to get on the ballot for a seat on the ASCAP Board of Directors. Norman collected contributions from all the PMA members and enabled Doug to run a postcard campaign explaining who he was and why he wanted to serve on the board. To everyone's surprise, he won a seat. The first and only time someone has won a seat on the board without being nominated by ASCAP. Doug has since been re-elected to the board 11 times and serves as chair of the Legal Committee and Operations Committee. He's a strong supporter of creator rights and of policies that work for all members, not just those who are famous or well-connected. He's always open to hearing from ASCAP members about their problems and has worked tirelessly to help ASCAP members get their issues resolved. Doug and Patty live in Port Washington, Long Island, where they grew up. The couple works together creating music and running their environmental health nonprofit, Grassroots Environmental Education. They also have a nationally syndicated radio show, Green Street, on the Pacifica Network. In his spare time, Doug is teaching his grandson guitar and American history. The Production Music Association is proud to present the 2021 Hall of Fame Award to Mr. Doug Wood.
Hi there, it's Dan Fallier, and Doug Wood, I want to congratulate you on this big award you're getting. The Production Music Association MARC Award, the Lifetime Achievement Award, as a matter of fact. This is a real highlight for you, and certainly you've done such great work for ASCAP and in the production music world. You've done outstanding work. This is well deserved. And from all your friends on the board of directors of ASCAP, we congratulate you.
I am Erwin Robinson, Publisher Vice Chair of the ASCAP Board of Directors. I've had the pleasure of working with Doug on the ASCAP board since 2015. Doug, you have worked tirelessly for the Production Music Association for many years, and you are most deserving of this Lifetime Achievement Award. Congratulations on this special honor, Doug.
Hello, everyone. My name is Beth Matthews, and I'm the CEO of ASCAP. I wanted to congratulate Doug Woods for this amazing Lifetime Achievement Award from the PMA. As most of you know, Doug has been a longtime member of the ASCAP Board of Directors, and we could not ask for a harder working or more dedicated ASCAP board member. But what many in the music industry may not know about Doug is that he has dedicated his entire life to advocacy. He not only fights for your rights as composers, but he has also been working for decades with his wife Patty to empower citizens everywhere to create a safer and more sustainable environment before it was even cool. Doug's impact on the environment is without question, from founding Grassroots Environmental Education to passing laws protecting children from harmful chemicals on playgrounds and diesel fuel, leading campaigns to end fracking, to founding the first ever organic farmers market in Port Washington, New York. Doug is a relentless advocate for clean air, clean water, and clean food. And he teaches all of us about how we can each walk the talk with selfless action and commitment to create a better world for everyone. Thank you, Doug, for all the work that you do, not only for ASCAP, but for music creators everywhere, and especially for all the work you do to create a more sustainable environment for our children and our grandchildren. Congratulations on this well-deserved award from the PMA.
Hi, I'm Paul Williams. I'm president and chairman of ASCAP, and as such, I want to congratulate my friend Doug Wood on receiving the PMA MARC Lifetime Achievement Award. That's as president of ASCAP. As Doug's friend, I want to tell you that if you don't really know Doug personally, watch the movie Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. If you love Mr. Smith and everything he does to try to set things right and get some good work done, then you know Doug Wood. Congratulations, Doug. It's an honor to know you and to work with you. Have a great day.
I'm pleased to present the 2021 Hall of Fame Award to Doug Wood. Unfortunately, Doug couldn't make it out here in person to accept, but he sent us this special video. Let's watch.
Hello, PMA friends. First of all, I'm so sorry that I can't be with you in person to accept this amazing honor that you're giving me, this undeserved honor, which I'm going to accept anyway. I was surprised to get the phone call and really quite humbled to get this, to join these other luminaries in our profession, people that I have respected and admired for my entire life, and now to be in the Hall of Fame with them is really something that means a lot to me, so thank you for that. I want to recognize the PMA for making possible my work at ASCAP. It was the PMA, for those of you who don't know, It was the PMA who basically financed a campaign. I was the first person elected to the ASCAP board that wasn't nominated by ASCAP. I was nominated by petition, and nobody gave me much chance of winning, but it was the constant support of the PMA, both publishers and writers, who made this all possible. So, and you know, ASCAP has been a really important part of my life. I spend a lot of time doing the work there that it requires as chair of the legal committee and, you know, and other responsible positions. But without the PMA, there's no way this would have happened. My life would have been completely different. So I think of this award that you're giving me as not just for me, but for yourselves as well, for your part and the important role that you've played in my life. There are too many people for me to name individually. You know who you are, my good friends, who I miss seeing terribly. And again, I wish I could be there in person. For those of you who I haven't met yet, I hope we get that chance soon. And as I always say in these videos, I'm at the other end of your telephone, so if you have a question or a problem about ASCAP, I hope you'll call me and let me know so that I can try to help see what I can do. I hope you have a terrific conference. Thank you again for this amazing honor. I really am humbled and truly thankful for it. Have a good evening.
Congratulations, Doug. Now for our final round of awards, please welcome back to the stage Chris B. Harris, Morgan McKnight, and John Houlihan.
There's no way, don't wanna lose. There's no way, we're running out of time. There's no way.
I'm not really sure why it takes all three of us to give out one award.
Well, I think the writers were trying to vary it, stretch out the dynamic as much as it could. So you think about it, it was Morgan alone first, then it was Chris and Morgan, then it was John alone, then it was John and Morgan, then it was Morgan and Chris, and now it's all three of us. So we're keeping it exciting and dynamic.
Newsflash, it's not too much variety up here, but because of COVID, it's, you know, been the same presenters all night.
Okay, let's get to this next category. The Weeknd, Beyonce, Drake, none of them are in the PMA. But
because you don't need them with the amazing R&B artists that we have. And the nominees are
Contemporary R&B Track of the Year, Tears Falling, Samuel Grace, Stephen Ruckelman, Sidney Tipton Sims, and Sandy Truss, 5 Alarm Music. Missin' You, Derek Long, James Philip Lassiter, Jerome Takich, Christina Torrieri, and Timothy Greer, Universal Production Music. And Party Comet, Lance Conrad, Ashley Hart, and Ken Bromstead, Black Label.
And the winner is Missin' You, Universal Production Music.
We're not anticipating winning this award, so we're very grateful for the PMAs, very grateful for Christina and the First Com team, now UPM, for bringing us on and having us do this. We'd like to thank, on behalf of Brian Neal, who sung this song, and you know, we wrote this song a while ago and kind of repurposed it for this project, and it worked really well. And you know, thank you guys so much for having us. We're grateful to be here.
And here's our second big movie trailer award.
The nominees are
Movie Trailer Track of the Year. The One, Mikkel Giffen, Kingdom 2. The Tempest, Gabriel Saban, Super Pitch. And So Bright, So Radiant, Alexander Dmitrijevic, Immediate Music Premium Plus.
All right, this is a big one indeed, and the winner is The One, Kingdom 2.
Right up here. No lie.
This is absolutely wonderful. No one works harder than this man. Kingdom 2 wouldn't exist without him, and to see him get this win tonight. Anybody who's ever been to the spot in Woodland Hills, there's more gear than there is sunlight. No one works harder. Mike G.
No. Thank you so much. Honored to win this. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to the PMA Awards, APM Music, BMG. Thank you so much.
All right, now before we wrap up our last awards for the evening, I just want to, A, congratulate all the winners that we've had thus far today, and B, let all these winners know if you've been previously awarded or awarded tonight, please come up to the stage after the show so we can give you your box and all of those good things that come with the trophy. So, on to our next awards.
All right, yeah, those boxes, these things are sharp as an axe. So if you're driving home and you hit a hot pothole, you could slice open your leg. So please get those boxes. I feel like the safety advisor here tonight.
Safety first. Now, nothing is more competitive than the music selection process in commercial advertisements.
Truly only the strong survive.
And these three nominees did survive. And the nominees are...
Best use in a commercial advertisement. This Place is Burning Up, Michael Kirk Jackson, Megatrax. Higher with Fire, Natalie Emma Woodward, Richard David Willits, and Ross Stephen Gilmartin. At the Studios, BMG Production Music. And Mischief and Mayhem, Peter David Bateman, Megatrax.
And the winner is This Place is Burning Up, Megatrax.
I'd like to thank the PMA and I'd like to thank Morgan for having a spectacular show this year. Thank you. And I'd like to congratulate Allison Snyder on her award, and it's great to see you. I was one of the interns at NBC when she started there in 1991. All right. Yes. Thank you so much for this award. We'd like to thank our partners in Scandinavia, Upright Music in Scandinavia, for the placement. All right. And Michael Jackson, the composer, artist. And thank you so much.
Okay, as we saw in the opening film, orchestral music is really a big part of the PMA. And since the PMA was founded, PMA composers have gone from getting arrested on the sidewalk outside of Abbey Road to recording in Studio One with the best orchestras in the world. So we've come a long way.
The compositions they're recording really are world class. The nominees for this category are
Orchestral Track of the Year. The Journey, Rick Mills, Felt Production Music. Run With It, Ariel Mann, Universal Production Music. And By the Lake, Paul Cassidy, Glenglabi Production Music.
And the winner is By the Lake, Glenglabi BMG Production Music.
BMG Production Music, I just want to say thanks on behalf of Glenglabi, another awesome catalog that we represent here, and amazing work to their composer. Thanks again, PMA.
Now, you can't have a great vocal track without a great vocalist.
And these nominees are some of the best of this year. Let's take a listen.
Vocal Performance of the Year. Lo, How a Rose Air Blooming, Aaron O'Neill, Kingdom 2. Saints and Sinners, Kelly McCullough, Candice Mabra, and David Kawamura, Strike Audio. And Love Don't Live Here No More, Derek Long, Jerome Takich, Timothy Greer, and Raven Alexander Owen, Universal Production Music.
And the winner is Saints and Sinners, Strike Audio.
Rules and conditions don't matter if you lose, only counting the winners right now. Right now, I'm here to say I'm a sinner. Don't pray for the world, pray for me.
Oh my God, I'm so nervous. I don't have a list, by the way, it's just Invisalign. I wanted to thank Morgan for getting me on the guest list literally 4 hours ago because I didn't know this was happening until today. And thank you to Strike Audio. Thanks, Mike. Thank you to my friends, Jaron, Derek, Johnny over there. Yeah, thanks to the PMA for having me. This is my first award ever in music, and I didn't get into it for anything but the love, so it's nice to be acknowledged. So thank you guys so much.
PMA pop artists can regularly compete with the best commercial artists in the world.
And they often win the sync placements. And the nominees are
Pop Track of the Year. Need Your Remedy, Ashley Thomas Clark, Tom Hillock, and Nicholas Boscovich. Nima. Like That, Derek Long, Jerome Takich, Sadie Rose Van, and Timothy Greer, Universal Production Music. And Original Me, Scott Stallone. Select Track Song Catalog, BMG Production Music.
All right, and the winner for pop is Like That, Universal Production Music.
More than ecstasy between you and me. Like a movie, like a dream, a dose of dopamine. More than ecstasy between you and me. Take me there like nobody else. It's only fair I get you all to myself.
Wow, this is crazy. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to our team at Universal, Ken, Luke, Christina. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Sadie who sang on this, and it's our second one of tonight. Thank you guys so much. It's a pleasure. Thank you.
All right, so Morgan, as we look back at this evening, excuse me, wait, we're not over yet. We're not done yet.
There's no more awards left.
All right, those are
extras.
Yeah.
I just felt those were extras.
All right, we've got one more big surprise. But this surprise is for the audience. It's actually not a surprise for Chris. The only thing we told him the truth about. So.
Yeah, it's true. This is the only thing we did tell Chris about beforehand. Our new host for this evening is going to take us out with his original song from the BMG Production Music library. Here is Chris B. Harris, aka DJ Skrilla.
I was so nervous about tonight, y'all, I can't lie. But I had a good time. Did y'all have a good time? Well, let's close the show out like this, all right? Come vibe with me. Yeah. Let me get y'all hand clap like that. Yeah. What about this side? Where y'all? Yeah. Check it out. Together, you and me, we can make a legacy. Your backside poking out like a letter B. Your highness, I confide this. Never was good at science, but I feel the chemistry. And it starts with me calling. And progress to the next like coffee in the morning. If you in, then I'm all in. Let's begin, maybe fall in. Love that is calming. Can we talk and just be honest? What I offer is the finest. When together the divine is. You gotta be better than the secret. We vibe it. Come on. Y'all. Vibe it. Come on. Yeah. Here we go. Well, if love was a drug, then I'd never leave. You got me buzzed, caffeine like a cup of tea. I never serve pleasantries in for empathy. I bet you I can feel your energy in Tel Aviv. And this moment right now is my favorite. I'm not concerned about the people that I came with. I'm more concerned about the people as I paint this. Together like steel, we are stainless. Can we talk and just be honest? What I offer is the finest. When together the divinest, you gotta peep it in at the secret. We vibe it. Come on. If you down with the PMA, y'all get up out your seats. Stand up. Here we go. Come on. Everybody on their feet. We're gonna do a little call and response, okay? Y'all repeat after me. Say oh 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 oh. Say oh 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 oh. Come on, say oh 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 oh. One more time. Oh 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 oh. Y'all, I want to thank all the nominees, all the winners, everybody for coming out that's in attendance tonight. We really appreciate you all. Mark Awards, PMA, PMC is going down, y'all. Thank you again, all right? Peace.
Shout out to Chris B. Harris, our new host of the... That's our 2021 Mark Awards. Congratulations to all the nominees and winners. We'll see you in 2022. Good night and drive safe.